So how can you set up an Amazon Facebook Marketplace business? Now, it is much more easy than you think. So here on Amazon, we have hundreds of thousands, millions of products that we can use in order to build a Facebook marketing and Facebook Marketplace empire. Now, what I want you to do is just simply go on Amazon. It doesn't matter whether you go on amazon.de as I do or amazon.com. And what I want you to do is I want you to look for just some product. It doesn't really matter what it is. So for instance, you can say, I want to take a yoga mat. So you look for yoga mats and then there we go. There's a pretty good yoga mat and it says right here, okay, I can buy this yoga mat for $17.95. You always want to have, well, the new one if you say it's a new one, or if you say it's used, and you can also buy it down here as used for $13.70. Now, which price is more reliable? Of course, the price up here is more reliable than this one down here because this one is probably going to change quite quickly, but this one up here is probably not going to change. As of right now, it is a little bit, reduce the price 25%, but most of the time it will not get more expensive than the price that is actually listed up here. So always plan to, basically buy the product at some point for $23.95. So how does the system now works? Now, what you can do is, of course, you can take these photos if the owner allows it, but actually in most cases, you can just simply take them because they are by some company and they will probably think it's great that you promote their products as well. So what you want to do is you can just simply click on this one and say, okay, I want to save this image, for instance. Let's say I want to click on this image right now and I want to save this image as, let's say, yoga mat. So yoga mat 1, let's call it. And then what I want to do is I want to take a couple more pictures. Let's say this one right here. So then we save it as yoga mat 2. Then we got over here, we got yoga mat 3. And just for the fun of it, let's take another one. Let's take this one. And let's call it yoga mat 4. And now what we can do is we can just simply take all of this right here. We can take all of this right here, just copy paste it and put it up here in our marketplace. So what we're doing basically right now is we are copying products from Amazon onto Facebook Marketplace. Now, of course, you can ask the companies first, but actually in most cases there is no proper regulation and the company loves it if you promote their product as well. Now, of course, and actually in most cases, and this is not even a gray zone, in most cases this is completely legal, this is completely okay. Of course, as a little disclaimer, if the law in your country prohibits it, or if the law in your country should be changing, then of course you need to check that. But for instance, here in Germany, this is completely fine. You can just simply take that description, and then when you are in Marketplace, click on sell something. You can copy paste the description down here. Say, all right, we are living, for instance, in Berlin, so we can only ship this in Berlin. And then we click on Berlin, Germany. Then up here, what are you selling? So we call this, for instance, ProWorks large padded pilates gymnastic with carry strap. So you take this, punch it up in here. We say, okay, the price, it says 23.95 euros. So what we're going to do is we say, okay, we're going to add, let's say, a price of $34. That should definitely be enough. So $34. And then we can select a category down here. And we can say, for instance, okay, this is perhaps part of health and beauty maybe. So let's say we edit in health and beauty, or we can also, of course, edit in sports or something like that. But this is, again, just an example. So this is now some information about the product. We can actually add even more from here if there is anything else we would like to include, but I think this is fine. Then we go down here, then we can click on add products, add photos, and then we can just simply type in yoga. And then there we go. Here are the photos. And then we can take them and just simply upload them into the Facebook Marketplace. And this will now take a couple of seconds, but then they will be online. And this is then how this product can be sold. So now you get your first product. So we just simply click on post, and then there we go. Our product is now inside the Facebook Marketplace. So it says right now, ProWorks large padded yoga pilots, and then gymnastics with carry strap. And we can look up here, okay, this is the name of the product, and people can buy it right away here on Facebook. And the good thing is, probably this supplier right here has hundreds of thousands of yoga mats that they could sell. Now we can buy as many as we want, and we can also sell as many as we want here on the Facebook Marketplace. So we can do this with thousands of products, actually millions of products, and we can basically sell them in every single city. The good thing about this is that the person cannot just buy it. The one thing that we have to make sure is, of course, we check whether it costs a lot of money to send it to a certain place in the world. That, of course, takes a little bit, let's say, of playing around with it. But if we add, for instance, like a good amount, let's say, for sending it via the post, then of course people are just simply gonna pay more for the product, and most of the time they're actually willing to do that. But anyway, now in the next video I'm gonna show you a couple more things that you can do with Amazon and the Facebook Marketplace, and then afterwards I'm going to show you how you can basically send a product right away from Amazon to your customer, or what other ways there are that you can just simply order the product and then afterwards basically sell it to other people. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see each other in the next one.